Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Teresa Giudice claims receipts for Season 14. Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice brought some fire to one of the panels during BravoCon 2023. Plenty of stories arrived about her and now, she claimed that she has some receipts. In fact, she claims that she will find redemption. Presumably, her redemption and receipts come after the long-standing feud between her and Joe and Melissa Gorga. Teresa Giudice, at BravoCon 2023. BravoCon 2023 generated news about the fiery wife of Luis Ruiz. Of course, she was always going to get booed by the audience, because she's so controversial. From throwing glass to tipping tables, she somehow avoided being fired. One thing though, there's no keeping her down. At BravoCon, fans learned unless the execs fire her from Real Housewives of New Jersey, she fully intends to stay right where she is. Other news from Teresa Giudice revolved around the rumors that Luis Ruiz tried to get it on with Alexia Nipola. Well, his wife slammed the cheating idea, claiming that it originated with Joe and Melissa Gorga. According to her, Luis didn't try and cheat on her, she's happily married, and the move came long before they tied the knot. Naturally, Season 14 probably covers more of that drama. The long-standing feud won't go away. Teresa Giudice claims receipts for RHONJ Season 14. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star probably enjoyed slamming Melissa and Joe Gorga. After all, he made fun of her during his stand-up show at the Catch a Rising Star Comedy Club. After that, vengeance might be uppermost in her mind. However, it seems that all she really wants is to clear her name, and she says that she has receipts on everything. Among all the tensions of BravoCon 2023, Teresa Giudice told her audience that she'll be showing a lot of receipts. People magazine reported that she also talked about just wanting to enjoy a fun season in the future. She's not wrong that her seasons seldom seem like fun and happiness. The outlet cited her as saying, "I'm all about receipts and black and white," adding, "I hate liars and we've got a lot of those on the shows." Yeah, a lot of liars. Will that RHONJ star find redemption? Talking about her pit for Season 14 of Real Housewives of New Jersey, Teresa Giudice told the same fan, "I don't really have a pit. I feel like there's gonna be redemption this season. I did go through a lot of stress this season, which you guys will see. But I'm still waiting for my fun season, so that's what I'm looking for." In the world of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, where alliances and betrayals are as common as sequins and stilettos, Teresa Giudice has once again stirred up a storm. Just as Season 14 started rolling, Teresa claimed she had something powerful up her sleeve: receipts. And not just any receipts. Teresa insisted these would shake the foundations of friendships, silence her critics, and remind everyone why she's the reigning queen of New Jersey. As the first few episodes dropped, fans noticed Teresa's extra confidence. In every dinner party, every vineyard day, and every confessional, she hinted at having a vault of information. When rumors swirled about loyalty issues with certain cast members, she would purse her lips knowingly, and when questions arose about the authenticity of a few friendships, her eyes would flash with barely contained excitement. The more she hinted, the more curious fans and housewives alike became. Tensions bubbled up during an extravagant gathering hosted by Dolores, meant to celebrate her new project. The moment all the ladies were seated, Teresa dropped the bomb. She wasn't planning on taking any disrespect this season, and had real evidence that would end certain narratives once and for all. The table went silent. Everyone exchanged uneasy glances as Teresa calmly sipped her glass of Pinot Grigio, a smirk curling at the corners of her lips. Jennifer Aydin, always a loyal ally, was immediately curious. "Girl, what are you talking about? Spill it already, who needs to be worried?" But Teresa only grinned, "You'll see soon enough. Let's just say, I'm done letting people play games behind my back." Melissa Gorga and Margaret Josephs, however, did not look pleased. The past seasons had been full of whispers, accusations, and shifting loyalties, especially between Teresa and her sister-in-law Melissa. Could Teresa's receipts include dirt on Melissa? Margaret whispered to Melissa. Typical Teresa, always so dramatic. But Melissa's eyes were fixed on Teresa, her mouth set in a firm line. In the following weeks, the atmosphere in the group grew tenser. Teresa's hints became more tantalizing, even cryptic. She would comment on people's two-faced nature or drop a well-timed "oh really" whenever someone tried to explain their side of things. Teresa didn't have to reveal much, just a single raised eyebrow or a knowing glance was enough to rattle the entire group. But then, the pivotal moment arrived at a cast trip to the Jersey Shore. In true RHONG style, the women were decked out in oversized sunglasses and beach cover-ups as they strolled into a lavish rental house right on the ocean front. After a day filled with sun and cocktails, Teresa gathered everyone on the patio for a fireside chat. She announced that she'd brought the evidence she'd been teasing and was ready to set the record straight. "Let's get one thing clear," she began, her voice steady and authoritative. "I don't play games. I'm tired of being accused of things that aren't true, so I brought some proof." With that, she reached into her bag and pulled out a thick, neatly organized folder. It was a collection of text messages, screenshots, emails, and even a few photographs. The other women's jaws dropped as Teresa started passing around copies, each woman's folder personalized with only the documents relevant to her. "Jennifer, you'll want to see this first," Teresa said, handing Jennifer a page of messages allegedly between her and a cast member, accusing Jennifer of talking behind Teresa's back. Jennifer's face contorted as she read the texts, shock and outrage clearly visible. "I would never say that about you, Jennifer insisted, her hands shaking as she held the pages. "Maybe you didn't, but someone close to you did," Teresa replied, her tone icy but calm. Next, Teresa turned to Melissa. "Melissa, since you're family, I thought it was only right to give you these." She handed Melissa a stack of printed emails and text exchanges, showing not only her friendship with Margaret, but also a few instances where Melissa had apparently questioned Teresa's decisions to others. "You went to Margaret and talked about me? After everything we've been through?" Teresa asked, her voice breaking a bit as she pointed to the pages. Melissa's face went pale. "That's not what it looks like. This was taken completely out of context." "Oh really?" Teresa raised her eyebrow again. "Because to me, it looks like my own family's been conspiring against me." Margaret, not one to stay silent, interjected, "Teresa, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to sit here while you play high school games. This kind of stuff, it's beneath us." "Oh, it's beneath you?" Teresa laughed. "Marge, you've been playing games with me since day one. You think I don't see how you manipulate people?" The tension was thick, and it became clear that the receipts were aimed at bringing Teresa's version of the truth to the forefront, while dismantling the alliances that had started forming without her. As the night dragged on, each page was dissected, with the women trying to explain or defend their words and actions, but Teresa remained resolute. By the end of the night, friendships had frayed and alliances were crumbling. The housewives retreated to their rooms, each one left to contemplate Teresa's receipts and the repercussions they would bring. And while some might have seen it as just another ploy, others could sense that something fundamental had shifted. Teresa had drawn a line in the sand, and in her mind she had made it clear that she would no longer tolerate anyone questioning her or her loyalty. Teresa had always been the type to survive, to weather every storm and rise from the ashes. These receipts were just her latest strategy, a power move that would set the stage for season 14 and remind the women that the Real Housewives of New Jersey would always be her domain. Fans were buzzing on social media, speculating about what had truly happened and whose words had been taken out of context, or if they had been at all. And as the episode closed, viewers were left with Teresa's steely voice echoing in their minds. "People forget I've been through more than anyone, but I never forget." The stakes were higher, the drama richer, and Teresa's reign seemed unshakable. As for the other housewives, they would have to decide if they wanted to stand by her, confront her, or risk being next in line for her folder of evidence.